State Boys Lacrosse Tournament. Today, a quarterfinal round matchup between the Wayzata Trojans and the Tartan Titans. From Minnetonka High School, John Jacobson along with Rogers head coach Kyle Ficken. And Kyle, these teams were supposed to play Tuesday night. We had some heavy weather that rolled in late in the day, so they postponed it to Wednesday, which doesn't give the winner of this game any rest going into the semifinals tomorrow. But they're excited. There's no severe weather in sight, and then we're ready for the state tournament.
Yeah, two well-rounded teams with two great records and very, very good and skilled players. So it'll be a good game today here, John.
Wayzata lost a lot of players, from last year and struggled for a good part of the season. They were 6-7 coming into the section tournament, but boy, they played well in that section tourney in Section 8. They won the last two games by 10 goals or more each, and they're ready to play, and I think they're confident coming now into the state tournament despite just a 9-7 record.
Yeah, absolutely. They had a slower start, and that's always tough when you lose key players from the year before. But they gained their momentum. The younger players got some confidence. Their goalie's been playing really well. They're winning face-offs, and they got one of the best attackers in the state down there, first team All-Stater Marbatra. So,
and Tartan, they're 15-1 on the year, an exciting year for their program. Just the fourth year they've had varsity lacrosse. Had two overtime games in the section tournament, beat Stillwater and then beat White Bear Lake, the defending state champion, to get here. So they're very excited to be in their first state tournament.
Their record doesn't lie. 15-1. They've beat a lot of really good teams. Their one loss comes from Eastridge, who went to a section final in their section against Egan. Their record doesn't lie. They beat a really good Stillwater team, and they beat a White Bear team who, in my opinion, beat who had my favorite, Montemita, winning the state this year. So.
Let's look at our key players today, starting with Wayzata. Kyle already mentioned him, Marbatra, and talk about his skills and the kind of year he's had. 63 goals in the season.
Those points don't lie. He's a big guy. He's a good guy, good teammate, good team leader. Uses his body. He's got a bigger body. Uses his body well to push the cage, and he makes no mistake when he gets in there. He puts the ball in the back of the cage.
And for Tartan, Sam Lindahl, one of two players that has over 50 goals on the season for him. 99 points for him coming into the state tournament.
Anytime you're over 80 points, Jay, in a high school season with our short 2-month sprint, we call it, that's impressive. And the junior attackman has a pretty well-rounded with 50 or so goals and 40 some assists. He's a well-rounded player. He's got a good shot, and I've been hearing about him all season, and he's the real deal.
So these teams haven't faced each other. So what is the key for Wayzata, the key for Tartan to getting a win here today, do you think?
In these state tournament games, it really comes to the little things. Clearing the ball, ground balls, winning face-offs, defense and goalies making good stops when you need it. And on offense, getting those possessions, pushing fast breaks when you have an opportunity to. Then when you get a possession, you got to make them count.
Should be a good one here today. The winner again will play in the semifinals come Thursday at Chanhassen High School. We'll take a break and come back and start this one. Wayzata Tartan State quarterfinal boys lacrosse from Minnetonka after this.
Oh, you're such a dork, loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look, your crush is looking at you. Or you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach your
likes
kids
you.
how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
John Jacobson and Kyle Ficken back at Minnetonka High School, ready for the start of today's game. Wayzata, the number 5 seed, Tartan, the number 4 seed. As we get set for today's quarterfinal round matchup. Second of 2 quarterfinals that'll be played here today. The game that will follow this one, Egan against top seed Lakeville North. Anoka lost to Eden Prairie yesterday. Prior Lake shut out Blake. Prior Lake and Eden Prairie into the semifinals already tomorrow. First possession here will go to Tartan. We'll see what they like to do, Kyle, as they attack. Wayzata defensively, though, trying to strip the ball away. Those ground balls always so important, and controlled again by Tartan. Charles Tabeka getting a piece of it and getting it back in possession for the Titans. Number 9 is Jacob Hartzell. Now gets the pass off. Bradley Herzog. And then They work it around that left side. Their starters today, Brad Herzog, Sam Lindahl, Andy Henderson, the attacks. Jacob Hartzell, Charles Tabeka, Dalton Ryther. In the midfield, C.J. Acker, Nick Amarangan, Andrew Schimmel. The defenders, Ben Brunton is the goalie today for the Tartan Titans. They still have this opening possession. Coming to the side of the net, stripped of the ball, Lindahl. He's the 55-goal scorer we talked about in the pregame. Now to Andrew Henderson, back behind the net with the pass to Herzog. And he'll hold out there now.
We got a good first possession by Tartan here, John. They're kind of coming out in an open set. So looking a lot to clear through for their Dodgers and also be setting picks. From on the defensive side, with Wayzata, they're going to need some help from their adjacent slides and just a lot of communication through that offense.
Well, knocked away, and Wayzata gets possession, taking a hard hit and losing it there near midfield. Tartan trying to get it back as knocked to the turf was Alex Sorensen.
Great ground ball there by Tartan.
Starters today for Wayzata, Brooks Hansen, Riley Nelson, Mark Batra there. The attacks today, Joey Okulik, along with Chris Thomas, I mentioned Brooks Hansen, and Colin Kabinski, Alex Sorensen, Luke Getz, and Grant Deacons. The rest of their starters, their goalie today, Will Rammert.
Let's see what they can do here on their first possession here, John. I looked to get a good long possession, kind of test some of their defenders and see who they want to match up against and see where they can find openings here in the offense.
Riley Nelson with it, taking a little push there by C.J. Acker.
Right there, hey, stay.
Now it's Batra out front, spins back toward the net. Batra shoots and scores.
Great play there.
64th goal of the season.
Great push to the net there. Nice little two-man game. Batra sets that pick. Guy clears through for him. He drives, uses his big body, gets a step inside and rolls inside and finishes it home.
One 0 Wayzata on the goal. 2 minutes and 33 seconds in by Batra. Here the Trojans, their first goal here in the quarterfinals.
Scoring for Wayzata, an unassisted goal scored by number 29, Amar Batra.
Also possession will be to Tartan.
Time of the goal, first quarter, 9 minutes, 27
Beach
seconds.
putting it back in play for
Goal scored by
Tartan.
Amar Batra, unassisted, the time 9:27 remaining first
High
quarter.
now, Wyatt Toll comes down the middle and will rotate back out. John Hess defensively on him, gets the pass off, and then back behind the net for Lindahl.
A little different set here, Jay. Now looks like they're coming out in the 2-3-1 with the guy increased, two minis up top, and then attackmen out on each side along down at X. Let's see if they can. Looks like they're dodging and trying to draw that slide from the middle and hit the crease. Let's see if they can convert here.
Off it goes to Toll in front. A shot, ball loose, popped up in the air and popped over the net. Out of play, possession will go to Wayzata. Chad Herr on your left there, head coach of Wayzata, now seventh year as head coach, third state tournament appearance as head coach, 2010 and 2014, the previous trips for Wayzata. Tartan unable to convert. Kyle, now it's Wayzata with possession again that scored on their first one.
It looks like they're getting their personnel out here. Let's see what kind of set that they're going to be setting up in. Looks like they're trying to get a couple guys on crease clearing through.
Redruck coming in, and we get a whistle. You saw the flag come out.
Looks like we're getting a 30-second hold on Tartan there, John.
So the man-up situation here for Wayzata. See if they can take advantage.
Drop down, Chuck, drop down.
With Pagansky having to come out.
Let's see if they can cause some rotation here, get those Tartan guys rotating and find the open guy on the end of the string. A little movement on crease here.
Batra passing it back out front to Dalton Seas. Now it's Alexander Solly. In front, whistling a shot just wide was Redrick. Brenton Redrick, the junior midfielder. Still possession for Wayzata. Put back into play by Riley Nelson. They work it back out front. Shot. And that one skips wide. And looks like it was deflected by the goalie. Good stop.
Tartan back at full strength here. Oh, great stick by a Tartan defender there to knock it down. That's why you keep your sticks up.
Tartan trying to get out of their own end here.
If he looks up, he's got a man. He can push some possession.
A whistle.
Failure there, John, on Tartan. Be back to Wayzata here.
Go the Trojans.
Sees here with the ball.
Able to get it back to Redrick. Redrick shadowed there by Charles Tabeka. Now will start to move off to his right. Redrick lost it as he changed directions there, diving back after it, trying to get that ground ball picked up. And finally again taken back by Wayzata. Good effort there by Alexander Saleh. Got it to Dalton Seas, and he'll reset here for the Trojans. Saleh right side to Riley Nelson.
Let's watch this two-man game here. Watch Botcher set the pick here. See if he can drive and get a step.
Nelson's shot deflected. Botcher trying to get it. He gets shielded off the wall, and it's picked up by Amarangan of Tartan.
Come on, Benny, you gotta have
Out of
better
play.
pass. Take your time.
Tartan missing on the pass, and it's back to Wayzata again. Redrick working against Logan Riley here with it.
Quit whacking.
Well, just over halfway here in the first quarter. 1-0 Wayzata on the Botcher goal. Out of the net by Saleh. Now they work it around, pass missing to Batra, but tipped by Acker. So still possession for Wayzata. Now comes Batra, so tough in traffic and able to shield off and bounce off players like he's doing right here. He scored a lot of goals that way. This time's going to pick up a penalty on on Tartan. And there'll be a man down again.
Looks like we got another hold here on Tartan.
The physical play does not bother number 29, does it?
It does not. He loves it. I think it gets him more fired up, John, to be honest with you. Let's see what they can do here, if they can get some rotation out of Tartan again. I know there's lots of movement on crease. Looks like Hansen's been open a couple times.
That's coming back out. Cease has got it again. Took the pass from Solly back to Solly. Now across. Shot away and fired wide by Alec Goki. Goki had a good place to shoot from, but missed the net. Wayzata, though, keeps possession. Goki will get it again. Off for Batra in front. Getting tripped. Able to get the shot away, and he scores.
Great goal there by Batra coming around. Great. We got ball movement coming up from behind the cage. Draws the rotation. Goki made a really nice one more pass to Batra coming around, and that rotation was a little bit late coming around, John. And Batra was able to put the ball in the cage.
Batra with both goals to make it 2-0 Wayzata. 4:58 remaining in the first quarter.
Hey. Hey.
I'll tell you what, John, if Tartan's got to stay out of the box here with that, Wayzata's getting comfortable. They're getting a lot of touches on the ball. We don't want to get that offense hot and comfortable, and looks like they're on pace today with their man up here situations.
Off the face-off, it's controlled by Tartan, by Jacob Hartzell. Titans trying to get on the board. Riley slipped through a couple defenders, able to get the ball off to Herzog. Lost out in front, popped up in the air. Herzog chasing after it. Man, knocked out of the stick of Getz. Now Getz getting it back for Wayzata.
This is where they have to be smart, John, with these clears. You cannot make mistakes. You can't throw the ball out of bounds here in these situations. These are the little things that will help you win the game.
Able to fight off contact and get the ball ahead was Chris Thomas for Wayzata, but turned over to Tartan. On the ground, a push, I believe, on Tartan here. They'll keep possession with Wayzata. Redrick will come in for Okolik and get Wayzata started again. Already up 2-0 here as we come down toward 4 minutes to play in the first quarter.
I'd really like to see this number 15, Redrick, take a couple looks at a couple dodges downhill. He's been getting a short stick, and I know he's. I've talked to Coach Hare, and he said he's got a lot of speed and a lot of skill. Let's see if he can take one to the cage here.
Here's Redrick, as if on cue, but had to take it away from behind him, and a nice play by Wyatt Toyle. Toll moving it up for Tartan, gets the pass off. And moved ahead out toward midfield, and here come the Titans. On the run, pass across by Schimmel. Ball on the ground again, picked back up, spinning, trying to get away from track. Is Toll getting bumped around, still has possession though. Good effort here by Wyatt Toll, senior midfielder, and then the pass will spin out of bounds. So a couple of passes that Tartan has just missed on that cost them a possession today already in this first quarter.
Yeah, the big thing I'm seeing, Wayzata's had a lot of possession. This game is a game of confidence and a game of swings, and it's all going Wayzata's way right now. Tartan just needs to really settle down, get a good possession, get a good clear, shorten up the passes, and get possession of the ball here.
Oaklick has it taken away from him, and Tobacco back for Tartan. It's across midfield, trying to spin away there from Cease, who's right on him. Now gets the ball out to Robert Veach. Now Tartan trying to get set. Henderson.
Ball out of bounds, possession to Wayzata.
And possession to Wayzata. Again, lost it. Did Tartan. And a turnover. Get it to the Trojans. Here comes Blake Varner. Lost it, and it's back over to Tartan.
Great outlet pass there by the goalie from Tartan.
Acker, we had a whistle. Play on, and ball. Acker gets knocked down. And picked back up by Wayzata. Batra got spun down, gets back up onto his feet. Batra still with it, spinning toward the goal. Still has possession, finally knocked away from him, and then we get the whistle.
Great double there by number 28 from Tartan. Amar Batra, he had a step to turn upfield, and 28 there slid and doubled. Great double there. Looks like we got another hold, another 30-second technical here from Tartan.
Penalty called on Tartan.
Oh, Wayzata, man up. They'll get it to Batra.
Number 28, Malcolm Ryder. Time of the penalty, 1:49 remaining.
Now right side, Solly back behind the net to Nelson. Nelson to Goki. A little trouble with it, got it back up. Shot away, and that one is stopped. Good stop by Benjamin Brunton.
Huge save there, Jay. They needed something there from their goalie, and he came up big. Great save there.
Now comes Tartan. Andrew Schimmel. He will get the pass off for Bradley Herzog. And now back behind the net, it's Sam Lindahl.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
Lindahl trying to get away from Getz. Lindahl comes in front, fires it wide. Missing Ramert in the Wayzata net. That save by Ben Brunton a moment ago. Nice job. Keep this a 2-0 game. Here comes Brad Herzog. Herzog turns, gets the pass back out. Shot away from a long way out. Tough angle there to try to get it on net, and it missed wide of Rammert in the Wayzata net. Still possession, though, for Tartan. We're down to 35 seconds to play in the opening quarter.
Key possession here, John, for Tartan. They really need to start building some confidence and get back in this game.
Pass came out front, intercepted by Alex Sorensen. Lost it back to Tartan. Ball on the ground. This is going to go, I believe, against Wayzata.
Looks like we're going to get a 1-minute slashing penalty here.
Comes with 17 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Now it's a question of, do they try to push to the net here with the 17 seconds, or do they hold it and have possession going into the second quarter with 43 seconds left on the man up? Let's see what they do.
Lindahl with possession. And maybe the latter, they're just going to hold here till the end of the quarter and reset at the beginning of the second. So we have played one quarter. Amar Bantra has scored twice for Wayzata. Trojans coming on strong late in the season, looking to win here in the state quarterfinals. 2-0 after one. Back with more state lacrosse on 12 Sports in a moment.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork, loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach your
likes you.
kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
You watch Channel 12 at home. Why not on the go? Channel 12 is online at 12.tv. Watch on your phone, on your tablet. Channel 12 is your local source wherever you go. Just log on to 12.tv. Check out our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and even watch live events via live stream. So don't wait. Stay up to date with Channel 12 and 12.tv, your local source.
John Jacobson with Rogers head coach Kyle Ficken here at Einar Anderson Stadium at Minnetonka High School. Tartan Titans and head coach Rick Dickinson trailing by 2 goals after one quarter. What'd you see from Tartan that needs to improve here in the second quarter, aside from just scoring goals?
No, they just got to eliminate the little mistakes. I think that maybe they had the first quarter jitters here being in the state tournament. Wayzata is a good team. They can be an intimidating team with their size and their athleticism. They just need to eliminate the mistakes. They got some help there from their goalie, Brunton. I thought he had a good quarter. They just need to eliminate the mistakes and get possession and get back in this game here.
Again, they're man up for 43 seconds to start this second quarter, and let's see if they can take advantage and get on the scoreboard. And the ball lost, and still controlled by Tartan as Toll has to come back for it. Lost some valuable seconds there. Still time to set up here with the player advantage. Out in front, missed on the pass. Picked up from behind. That gets blocked. Veach's shot missed. As the initial pass went past Ryan Dickinson. Tartan possession again with Toll. Trying to get it out in front, and that was deflected by Rammert, the goalie for Wayzata. The Tartan player in front and able to deflect the ball away.
Great save there by Rammert.
Wayzata is now full strength. Lindahl back behind the net. Lindahl passing, missed on the pass to Dickinson, but picked up out high by Veach. Veach moving inside, shot away, another save by Rammert. Ball on the ground and scooped up by Varner. Varner looking and completes a nice pass ahead to Brooks Hansen. Hansen now on the move for Wayzata. Well, this is Okalik with a shot in the goal. That is Joey Okalik, a junior midfielder. Took the pass from Blake Varner and went the distance to score to make it 3-0.
great awareness by Richard there. Got a field he saw here in opening. And when he face dodged, their big thing is he stepped downfield. He didn't go east to west. He kept going north and south, kept keeping his momentum. Smart play, and great goal there. John, those are the little things, Wayzata with that clear there. That's what Tartan needs to start doing. They need to start clearing the ball, stop throwing the ball out of bounds. And that's going to build that confidence that they need here going into the second quarter.
Well, this is second goal of the season. Comes at a big time early here in the second quarter. Give Wayzata a 3-0 lead on Tartan.
10:32 remaining, second quarter.
Now Tartan with possession, turning, firing a shot. Rammert got a piece of that on the shot by Lindahl. Now Wayzata back on the run again. This is Solly. Passes to the middle, goes off the stick. Wayzata player and out of play.
This is the part of the game here, Jay, or John, I see that really needs to improve here from Tartan. This is where a lot of mistakes have happened. They call it between the boxes, between the restraining lines. They got to start winning between the lines here.
Brunton pass too high. Looking on the long pass to Bacon. It's picked off by Wayzata. This is Luke Getz. Getz with a run to the net. Boy, very similar to what we saw just a few moments ago by Oakwood. Getz unable to score, but unimpeded to the net, Kyle.
That's a situation too, Jay, where Tartan makes a mistake, throws a ball away. That's when the midfielders and everybody's got to, that red light's got to go on, and you got to get back to the hole. If you're one of those short stick midfielders coming out maybe for a long stick, you got to get to that bench as quick as you can. Got to have a long stick ready to go at the far end of the bench, and you really got to collapse the hole. You got to cover the hole there.
Toll giving the pass to Riley. Logan Riley lost it, picked it back up. Goes to the side of the net, spinning move there. Rammert comes up with a big save, that time on Herzog. And picked up back behind the net by Colin Kabinski of Wayzata.
So we're going to get an offsides here, defender there. Number 14, Connor Wolking stepping over. Ball will go back to Wayzata here.
You saw the save a moment ago by Rammert. He has kept Tartan off the board here with some big saves late in the first quarter and early in the second.
And I've had a chance, John, to see Rammert play quite a bit, and he's a tall kid. He takes up a lot of the cage. He's quick. He's got good form. He's an all-around just a fantastic goaltender.
Here's Nelson. Spinning, comes back to his right, back to the left. Nelson getting some opening for himself and score. Great couple of moves there by Riley Nelson. And he nets his 10th goal of the season, and it's 4-0 Wayzata.
Great goal there. Dodging back and forth. He sees that he gets topside in his defender and takes it and switches to his left. Takes it, drives hard, and buries it with the low shot.
It's been all Wayzata so far here at Minnetonka. 4-0. Trojans lead, not quite to the midway point here of the second quarter.
Scoring for Wayzata, an assisted goal scored by number 22, Riley Nelson.
And picked up by Lindahl.
Second quarter, 7
See if we can get the Titans settled down here and get them on the board. Passing off to Toll.
Nice to see Tartan put one in here, John, with Wayzata. They've been about 60% of the faceoffs all year. They won one there, and it was Wayzata error that gave Tartan the ball back. But looks like Wayzata found a way to get it back here.
Rammert intercepting that pass from behind the net. Oaklick took a hit and had the ball momentarily, but now does lose it to Tartan. Out to midfield, the Titans with Lindahl. Luke Getz watching him. Now Lindahl back on the run again. And back off for Sorensen. Sorensen, there you get a hold. He saw the flag. You could see the hold actually, and now we get the whistle.
Looks like we need a 30-second hold there. You know, John, watching here, that looks like here with Wayzata that Luke Getz, he's been playing fantastic so far out there on Lindahl. His angles are good. He's being aggressive with this stick. I'm very impressed with this play so far.
30-second technical foul holding. The penalty number 1, Joey O'Hallock. Time of the penalty, 6:38 remaining second quarter. 30-second technical foul.
No Tartan man up here. In front, shot that's bounced wide by Hartzell.
Hartzell, number 9, with that shot for Tartan.
Still Tartan with it.
Back out, Andy, back out.
Pass in tight, and intercepted by Rammert. Able to pick off another pass in goal there for the Trojans.
Great hustle here on the ride from Tartan.
White ball! White ball!
Possession for the Titans.
Bend your whistle.
And here's Riley. Riley passing in front. A lot of traffic there, trying to slip it past Rammert, but unable to was Henderson. Andrew Henderson, who's had 51 goals himself this season, along with 55 by Lindahl, unable to put that one in.
31!
That's back over to Tartan. Henderson to Riley. Took the quick pass from Hartzell. Now a shot out high. Rammert comes up with a stave on Veach.
Shot number 40.
Tartan taking a lot of outside shots here, John. Remember, definitely seeing all of them there in the cage for Wayzata. In my opinion, it looks like Tartan really needs to start dodging, creating those slides and rotations, and trying to take advantage of where Wayzata makes mistakes on the backside, because they're not getting too many openings. They're getting those 15 to 17-yard shots, which in some games, are not bad shots. But with Will Rammert and the way he's seen the ball today, I don't think he's going to have to come out that far. So they got to look to penetrate, get more in looks on the crease and a little bit closer. That about those 7 to 10-yard shots, a little closer inside.
Timeout on the field as we look at the brackets in the state tournament. Eden Prairie defeating Anoka in the first game of the tournament. That game was delayed. They started it and then they had to delay it because of bad weather for about an hour and 40 minutes. Resumed. Eden Prairie won, and Prior Lake shut out Blake in the second quarterfinal round game. And then the two other games had to be moved to today because of the weather. Tartan Wayzata, followed today by Lakeville North Egan. And then the semifinals, 3 and 5 o'clock on Thursday at Chanhassen High School. Girls tournament had similar fate. 2 games played, but 2 other games postponed to day 2, which was scheduled to be an off day, but the last 2 quarterfinals will be played this afternoon over at Chanhassen, and then their semifinals will be played here at Minnetonka on Thursday.
The Minnesota State High School is now on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Follow along and be part of the action.
Hey, Andy.
Coming out of the Wayzata timeout.
Right here, Andy.
Possession Trojans.
Heads up right here. Heads up right here. Those balls here.
Out of the Wayzata timeout, they'll put it back in play. Redrick moving up toward midfield, takes a push from behind by Lindahl.
Help me!
Penalty upcoming on Lindahl and Tartan.
a great athletic play there by Redrick, but we also saw there Sam Lindahl, chased him down. It was an unfortunate penalty, but the athleticism of both 15s on each side of the ball, we just witnessed that right there.
30-second technical foul, push with possession. Penalty number 15.
Wayzata's man up's been pretty deadly here, John. Let's see if they can't get another one here.
30-second technical foul.
Coming out in a 1-4-1, a little bit of a different look. Now they rotate in 1-3-2.
Archer with it. Around the perimeter, they work it. Shot away, Solly with a shot at the goal. Alexander Solly, the sophomore, puts it in, and it's 5-0. Solly, his 22nd goal of the season. It is 5-0 with 4:37 to play here in the second quarter.
Scoring for Wayzata, number 12.
And possession here for Wayzata.
Assisted by number 10.
Chris Thomas losing it.
Time of the goal, second quarter,
On the ground.
seconds remaining.
And possession will go to Tartan.
Loose ball push against Wayzata, possession to Tartan. Trojans goals scored by Alex Solly, assisted by Dalton Seeds.
Toll.
4:37 remaining, second quarter.
Has possession for Tartan. Will get the pass ahead. This is Veach moving in. Gets a shot away and skipped it past Rammert. Possession stays with Tartan.
100! 100! 100!
Not a lot of off-ball movement here. We got to see Tartan start moving off the ball here. They're kind of watching Lindahl kind of dance around back there. Need to get some more movement helping him out here.
Lindahl trying to come out in front, lost it, and he was defended well by Getz, and it's picked up by Rammert. And we talked about Rammert's strong play, but those defenders are keeping a lot of the action away from him as well.
Absolutely. Like I said, I'm very impressed with Getz. I think his angles have been good. He's pushing, trying to get, push him underneath. Got fast break here, John. Sorry.
Bontra with a pass, a shot in the goal by Brooks Hansen. Bontra the assist. Hansen the goal for Brooks Hansen. His 27th on the season. He's second to Bontra in scoring, and he just made it 6-0. Great pass here, Bontra. Couple steps in, and Hansen able to fire it home.
Great fast break there. They're coming down the right side. Mitty makes a pass up to Bontra, drew that rotation from his defender, causing that rotation from the bottom to come up from Hansen. The late rotation from across the field was just a little too late, and Hansen made it count there.
Four goals here in the second quarter for Tartan, and now the Titans have used their timeout with 3:25 to go here in the second quarter. Kyle, while we have a chance for me to ask you about Rogers Lacrosse and how your season went. I know you're disappointed not to be in this game. You're the top seed in Section 8, lost in the semifinals to St. Michael Albertville.
Yeah, we had a good year. We set a couple new records. Came home with a conference title, got the #1 seed in the section, ended up with a 12-2 record. It was a great year. The boys had fun, learned a lot. It was disappointing, but St. Michael, they came out and they just played a great game, had a great fourth quarter, and took advantage when we went down and had a little bit of a meltdown. And I have nothing but great things to say about them, and they flat out beat us.
And then Wayzata turned around and beat them rather soundly, and then the final was the margin surprising to you at all that Wayzata won by in the championship game of that section. They won by what, I think 12 goals, 15-3.
Yeah. And I was at that game, and I was actually very surprised. St. Michael's a very athletic team, great at face-offs. They have some kids that can score, a lot of athletes. They're new here. 9th grade goalie Jace Heibel is a great little goalie. But like I said, in the pregame, Wayzata lost some key guys, had a rough start, and they've just been building and building and building, and they're hitting all the strides at the right time. And as a coach, that's what you want to see. You want to be playing your best lacrosse in the sections and in the state tournament. So, hats off to Wayzata on that great game. Hats off to St. Michael on a great season as well.
Well, see if the Titans out of that timeout can get anything turned around and build a little momentum before halftime. Instead, possession goes to Wayzata again. This is Nelson. Riley Nelson taking the pass. Watched there by Acker. Nelson coming toward the side of the net. Still with possession. We'll work it back out to Redrick. Solly back out front. Redrick took the pass from Cease. Moving in. Redrick a shot and a good save made by Brunton.
Great move by Redrick there. Good athletic move. He noticed that the long stick went up to Cease up top, and he had a shorty. Had some room to go across the top, though, but he elected to go underneath there.
Nicholas Amorongan got the ball ahead. Ball lost, though. Turnover, and it's taken by Wayzata. Grant Deacons. Senior defender. Gets it off for Getz. Getz moving pass to Baca. Getz across midfield. Now a long pass ahead to Nelson. Trojans will set their offense. Nelson right in front, a chance. Oh, and a big stop by Brunton.
Great
stopping
save.
Brooks Hansen point blank. And now Tartan back on the move. To Baca. Across on the right side, it's Brad Herzog.
Great save there. Great cut by Hansen, but that's that's one of those things as a coach. You want to pull your hair out a little bit when you turn and go high to high. You kind of want to turn, either change the planes there and put it low, or fake high and go the other direction.
Wyatt Toll gets Tartan on the board. Put that one low and gets it past Will Rammert, and it's a 6-1 game.
Great individual effort there.
Something for Tartan to celebrate.
Absolutely. Let's see what kind of momentum they can get here. This is a game of swing, a game of momentum. Hopefully that will help Tartan out here, and they can maybe get a couple more here before the end of the half.
For Wyatt Toll, his 19th goal of the season. 6-1. Quick face-off win for Wayzata and for Chris Thomas. Able to win that draw and get possession for the Trojans.
Great face-off win there by Thomas. Just a 9th grader out here winning face-offs in a state tournament game. Good for him.
Brendan Redrick off for Cease. Back for Redrick. Right side a little high for Solly. He's able to corral it, though. Has the ball off of Redrick's stick. Will be chased down by Cease before it goes out of play. We're under a minute to go here in the first half. Back to Solly. Moves inside a defender. Shoots, and Brunton comes up with a big stop. He was in alone. Possession, though, still for the Trojans as it's gathered up by Riley Nelson. Nelson, short pass to Redrick. We're under 30 seconds to play.
Looks like here Tartan defensively, we've gone with number 44, Christopher Acker on Amar Botcher out there. He's really pressuring out and trying to lock him out. So we'll see how what kind of an effort here Acker can put in and see if he can shut down Botcher here.
Late chance for Tartan. They'll have to hurry with a shot. They got it. No, they wave it off. Came in just a touch late. A second late by Brad Herzog after he had taken the pass from Sam Bagansky. And this one waved off just after the whistle. No hesitation at all by the referee here at the buzzer from the scoreboard before that ball went in. A break for Wayzata. Tartan certainly could have used that one. Instead, it remains.
Wow.
6-1.
That's a huge bummer right there at the end, but, you know, great officiating. The ref was in good position so he can make that decision. He's right there. You know, way to be there.
We'll take a break. It's a good half for Wayzata here in the state quarterfinals. They lead Tartan 6-1 our score. We're back with more state lacrosse from Minnetonka after this.
The world is online, and we're all connected. While there's a lot to explore and discover, we each need to do our part to keep the internet safe. Cybersecurity starts with you. Learn how you can stay safe online at dhs.gov/stopthinkconnect.
6-1, Wayzata leads Tartan at halftime. State quarterfinal lacrosse from Minnetonka. Highlights from the first half. Wayzata getting on the board just over 2.5 minutes in. No surprise to see number 29, Amar Batra, getting the goal, his 64th of the season to make it 1-0 Wayzata. And then about 5 minutes later, Batra, as he's going down, able to put that one in. It was 2-0 Wayzata after one. Ben Brunton saw plenty of action his way, made some stops to keep it a 2-0 game after one. Wayzata gets on the board early in the second quarter. Great play. Joey Ohalik, Jr., getting through traffic and firing a shot in. He was fired up. It was 3-0 Wayzata after the Ohalik goal. Then Riley Nelson at 7:53. A couple of great moves, turns, and fires. Make it 4-0 Wayzata. They'd add 2 more goals from Alexander Solly and Brooks Hansen to make it 6-0. Where Tartan finally got on the board late in the second quarter. Nice effort by Wyatt Toll to make it 6-1. But Kyle Flick and Tartan's got a lot of work to do as we get ready for the second half to get back into this.
They definitely do. You know, they started to clean up the game a little bit, eliminating some of the mistakes. You know, Batra was on fire right away. I thought, you know, Christopher Acker's done a very, very good job since those 2 goals of shutting him down. And they're putting a lot more pressure on him, kind of putting him in a lockout situation. So as long as, you know, they take care of Batra and they play good, solid team defense with the other 5, I think they should be okay. And then they just got to start putting them in and building confidence here.
We'll come back with the second half. 6-1, Wayzata leads Tartan. Second half, lacrosse from Minnetonka after this timeout on 12 Sports.
Hey, did you buy something from some gaming site?
What do you mean?
Yeah, look, there's a bunch of different charges on here.
Do you think someone stole our credit card information?
I don't know. That site sounds familiar, though.
Yeah, isn't that the site that Billy's on all the time?
You don't think.
Billy!
Stop and think before you connect. Playing online is serious business. Visit dhs.gov/stopthinkconnect for tips on how to be safe online.
John Jacobson with Kyle Ficken. We are ready to start the third quarter today at Minnetonka. Tartan, the number 4 seed. Wayzata, the number 5 seed. But it's the 5th-seeded Trojans that have the lead on the higher-seeded team. 6-1 as we get ready for the second half of play. 10th lacrosse tournament conducted by the Minnesota State High School League. 80 boys teams competing across the state in the sport. 79 girls teams, and it's really grown not only since it was a high school league sport in the last 10 years, but the years prior to that when it was a club sport, and we've really seen it take off in the last 15 years here in Minnesota, haven't we?
It's literally incredible, and the amount of, you know, kids getting exposure nationally here in Minnesota. It's you know, it's unbelievable. So,
you know, it wasn't that many years ago where you need a lot of high school teams made up of players that really were new to the sport as they came out for tryouts. Right now you have a lot of youth organizations that are They're built up in communities that are feeding these high school programs.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even up in, the small town of Rogers where I'm coaching the high school program, we almost have 200 kids in our youth program, which is unbelievable.
Nelson, great pass
goal
in front to Hansen, and Brooks Hansen gets Wayzata started in style early here in the second half as they come right out and add to their lead.
Great feed there. Very smart play. Number 7, Brooks Hansen. He's one of the smartest lacrosse players I've ever seen. He's still a young player, just a sophomore, but his crease movement and spatial awareness on the field, John. I've had a chance to watch him for a couple years now, growing through youth and now at the high school ranks, and just the IQ on number 7 out there for Wayzata, it's literally through the roof.
Hansen with his second goal today, 28th of the season. Nelson his 13th assist to make it 7-1. Now possession for Tartan. Logan Riley got the pass off. It comes across to Tabeka. Going to set up the Titans here. Charles Tabeka on the run toward the net. Shot away and he scores. And Tabeka makes it a 7-2 game.
Great goal there, John. Had the whole alley. Kept it in his right. Could have switched to his left, maybe improved his angle, but the right hand was all he needed there.
Tabeka with the shot and goal. That is just his second goal of the season. So we saw Ohalik getting his second of the year earlier tonight for Wayzata. And now Tabeka does it for Tartan. 7-2. 10:55 to go here in the third quarter.
And that's a smart play there, John, from a midfielder. As a midfielder, you really need, before you're dodging, to be able to scan the field. There, he saw that there wasn't a slide ready to go, to where if he could beat his man, he had an opportunity to go to the cage uncontested. So smart heads-up play. Great plays in midfielder. Smart play.
Lindahl getting it back to Dickinson. Back to Lindahl. Now to Veach. Lindahl firing her. That was a shot, by Toll. It's deflected wide. Tartan still with possession. It's Herzog with it. Run back behind the net is Henderson. Andrew Henderson trying to dodge it past Deacons. Comes out front. Still with it. And finally lost it. Deacons knocking it away. But Veach is there to carry on for Tartan and reset it for the Titans.
Key ground ball there. Needed to get that ground ball for Tartan.
Here comes Veach trying to come inside. Ohalik from behind knocks it away and able to get it to Varner. Now here's Blake Varner. Stood up and took a big hit there from Lindahl. I think that hit's going to bring a whistle, though. Look at it again.
I'm not sure what the call was there here, John.
The Tartan fans certainly thought it was a legal hit that should have caused a turnover instead of their team being a man down now. Here's Batra. Had the first 2 goals today. Been quiet since then, but his teammates certainly have picked it up offensively, and their team, for the most part, very solid defensively today. Here's a high shot away and a goal. And they take advantage of the penalty. Dalton Sees able to score. It's the sophomore, another one of the young players on this Wayzata team. He's progressed as the season has gone on, and Dalton with his 18th goal of the season right there, whipping it past Ben Brunton for the goal.
Great quick release there by Seas. In these high-paced games where you have 2 really skilled teams, you're not going to get a bunch of time to take 2 or 3 steps in and really, take your time winding up. You need to catch, plant 1 foot, and release. Great job there by Seas in doing that. it's funny, John, going back to that penalty, we had an illegal body hit. About 5 or 6 years ago, that might not have been called, but with all the concussion protocol and trying to keep players a lot more safe, we're seeing more and more caution when it comes to contact and open field hits, especially.
Wayzata almost scoring right off the draw, but Brunton coming up with the save. Still possession for the Trojans. Here's Batra coming out in front. A lot of traffic and a ball knocked away from him. And possession for Tartan. Riley got the pass off, takes it back, lost it on the ground. Able to scoop it up before Solly can get there. Riley got knocked to the turf by Hartzell, by Sorensen, and Wayzata gets possession here. They're looking to add to their lead. It's Solly with it. Off for Nelson. It's for C's. Now it's Nelson with it.
That was a great jump there by number 9 there from Wayzata, Mr. Alex Sorensen, the long stick. Had an opportunity to create a double with the Tartan midi up top and the other one going underneath. From a coaching standpoint, that's where that situation won't make you happy. You always want your other midfielder going underneath, so there isn't that chance for that double for them to jump.
Nelson turns and fires and scores. Riley Nelson, his second goal of the day, and it's 9-2, Wayzata. Look at this move from back behind the net.
Smart play there. They set up that two-man game, and a lot of times, you set it up where you come off that pick 3 or 4 times, which they've done, to where you can catch defense cheating where they jump early. If you go back across the grain there, as Nelson just did, you can catch him by a step and get a step upfield from him.
Wayzata has outscored Tartan 3-1 here in the third quarter to take a 7-goal lead now at 9-2. Here's O'Halleck. And Wayzata will reset here. Comfortably ahead. Nelson trying to push away from Armonigan. Gets the pass in front. A try for Cease. Save.
They're going to get a crease violation here.
So we'll go over to Tartan. Couldn't stay out of the crease, and Tartan has possession. Sam Pagansky give it back to Beach.
Smart play for him to pull that ball. He checked it, see if he could, had some room to run in there. Saw that the Wayzata had good positioning on him and decided to pull it out and save the possession here for Tartan.
Here's Henderson back behind the net. He'll come to the left. Boy, they're really whacking at him, and Henderson still keeping possession, and then finally lost it. Giving up, and Getz has it. Now we get a whistle.
Loose ball hold here. That's a situation, John, where when you create a double, somebody's open. So when you see you create a double, you immediately want to turn into that pass mode, looking, trying to find somebody.
Turning and firing and scoring is Sam Lindahl. Finally gets on the board for his 56th goal of the season. And it's 9-3. Escaped the double team, and a nice spin by Lindahl back toward the net, and able to put it past. Rammered it in. And a possession win for Chris Thomas.
That's I believe that might be 3 in a row, just clean pops there for Chris Thomas. Nice job, young man. 9th grader out there playing big in the state tournament game.
And how big is that, too? You know, just get possession for your team. It obviously sets up your team with a great chance to score.
You know, that's a really good question, John.
Ball comes out in front.
You know, face-offs are everything when it comes to lacrosse. It's a game of possession, game of swing, especially when you have two teams that are as skilled as these two are out here. You know, when you have the ball, the other team can't score. It basically comes down to that, and you know, possession is everything. So face-offs, especially in these big games, becomes such a huge key element.
Shot away, and that one fired wide by Cease. As Batra's down. And he's like, what did I do? But possession goes over to Tartan. He thought he was taken down in there, but play goes on. Titans with possession. They trail 9-3 here. Just over 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Not out of reach yet, certainly for Tartan, but they need to get maybe one, maybe two more here before the end of the quarter. Takeaway by Wayzata. Well, briefly, Sorensen almost had a takeaway, but Tartan able to get it back as Hartzell. Got possession again, and they'll reset back out front with Lindahl. Make the player personnel changes. Now Lindahl will run it to the net himself, releases the pass. Ball on the ground and picked up by Deakins. Deakins and ran into a Tartan player, Toll. Herzog came along from behind and knocked the ball loose as well, but possession will be with Wayzata here. It'll be put back into play by Varner. Running away from traffic, Kabinski able to get the pass ahead. Here comes Getz. Getz with a shot, saved by Brunton.
Great clear there by Wayzata. Looks like we're going to get a slash upcoming here on Tartan.
So we'll get that save by Brunton again. That, for the moment anyway, has kept Wayzata from scoring its 10th goal. But now Wayzata will be a man up here. 1 minute personal foul for slashing. Sally to seize. Side of the net. Here's Batra. Batra's shooting. That stopped. Crease violation on Batra for Wayzata. Possession for Tartan.
Tiptoeing along the crease, so he's got to take a step upfield there.
Here's Schimmel moving up the field, the whistle.
A little bit of a frustration penalty there, John.
This one will go against Wayzata. Even things up.
Penalty called on Wayzata. 30 seconds. Technical foul interference number 29.
Here's Lindahl passing it in front of Shattered Roll. Great pass, Lindahl feeding it to John Reeves, a freshman, putting it away. That's 9-4.
And nothing but, all I can say about that goal right there is smart heads-up play. They noticed that the defense wasn't set. They were worried about personnel where they needed to be on the field. And Tartan took advantage of that. Lindahl, great vision. It's just a smart heads-up play by Tartan there. They needed that one, and hopefully that can give them some momentum here, and they can start climbing back.
Third goal of the season for John Reeves to make it 9-4. And Titans with the last two goals here. 3:45 to play in the third quarter. Winner of this game will play either Lakeville North or Egan Thursday at 5 at Chanhassen High School. Ball on the turf after the face-off win for Wayzata. Went over to Tartan and a whistle and a foul. We're going to get a timeout here taken by Tartan.
Very, very smart timeout there by Tartan. They saw that LSM was on their player there. They need to possess the ball. They just scored the last 2 goals. Possession is everything. This is going to give them a clean possession. Hopefully they can draw something up, go to the drawing board here, get a player a certain offensive set in, maybe throw something different at them, a little curveball, maybe a set play to get something going here for them.
Last week of the high school tournaments in Minnesota for the spring sports season. High school golf tournaments wrapping up today at 3 locations around the greater metro area. Lacrosse continue on Thursday and conclude on Saturday. High school baseball tournament in all 4 classes this year. Now the 4th class added. That begins Thursday around the state. Class 4A playing at the CHS Field in St. Paul. And that tournament continuing Friday with the championship games in all classes next Monday at Target Field. So Chad Hurd, saw him a moment ago. What's the message to his team right now?
Keep rolling. They're winning face-offs. They're winning ground balls. They need to stay out of the penalty box. They need to keep their heads and play smart. I've noticed every time they're clearing the ball, as soon as they get it to the next player, they're looking directly upfield and trying to move that ball. And just keep playing smart, keep hustling, and work together and work as a team here.
Lindahl with a run up the sideline. See if Tartan can keep this momentum going, having scored the last 2 goals. Comes back to Wyatt Toll. Toll pass in front, in some traffic. Lindahl trying to pick it up. Still loose on the ground. A lot of traffic in front of that Wayzata net. Whistle. It was like a crease violation on Tartan and possession to Wayzata. Brenton Redrick for Wayzata. It takes a hit, spins down, gets back up. Lindahl. They've taken him out. And you got a penalty on Lindahl on that play.
So we got a hold here. I don't think I've ever seen this many holding calls in a single game.
Look at it again. More of a push than a hold, it seemed like, as you looked at the replay, but hold is what was called. Wayzata man up here. Quick passes around the perimeter. It's Batra. Back for Nelson behind the net. Marbatra's side of the goal. Releases it. Shot away from out high. A lot of traffic between Redrick and the goal, and it's blocked and taken by Tartan. Here's Tabeka.
Oh, they got numbers here.
Quick pass ahead. Schimmel with it.
Got to move that ball there.
Schimmel lost it. It's taken back briefly by Getz and a whistle. To go against the Trojans and possession for Tartan.
Fortunately for Tartan, they get the ball back. They had the numbers. As soon as you draw that guy, when that rotation comes upfield, you got to look to move that ball right away. He elected to hold on to it. If he moves it, it might be a little different story right now.
Now Veach moving it, gives it back on the pass to Tabeka. And for Toll. Toll, watched by Alex Sorensen. Moving toward the front of the net. And the ball knocked free by Solly. But gathered up by Toll. And off for Lindahl. Lindahl coming free in front, comes away, a shot away, and Rammert comes up with a stop. Boy, it comes up big on Lindahl, a dangerous goal scorer. Look, as he got free there, Kyle. Shot right into the midsection.
Yep, just got to make sure he places it there. He's been moving well. He's getting his hands free. He's just got to make sure he places that. He went high to about the guy's midsection. He's got to make sure he tucks that around him, go high to low off that far side post.
Here's Toll. And Rammer makes the save and the high shot. Releases it, and out comes Wayzata. Kabinski out across midfield. Colin Kabinski takes a big hit then from Veach. And Veach carries on for Tartan, spinning off players. But couldn't keep in play. He's out of bounds, and it's over to Wayzata. Good effort by Veach, but then went out of bounds. 40 seconds to play here, third quarter. And we have the penalty against Acker.
This one might be going against Botcher. We got technical.
You're right.
He might have had some choice words with the official over there. I don't think he liked that warding call.
So it's Botcher that comes out. Man up for Tartan. Titans fans getting into it. They have been very loud and vocal here this morning, early afternoon, trying to urge their team on in this comeback. And they'll see if they can notch another one here before the end of the quarter. Lindahl. Pass missed out top on the pass, but they'll be chased down by Toll, midfield, and possession over to Wayzata. Boy, that's big, isn't it, Kyle? He gave it right back away, kind of an unforced error, you would call it.
I mean, that's a 1 minute technical unreleasable penalty where if they score quickly, they're still on the man up for the full minute. I really like how they implemented the new over and back rule. In that situation, those Tartan long sticks have to do whatever they can to keep that ball on that side of the field. But unfortunately for them, it rolled over and back. But now the ball back to the Titans here.
As the period comes to an end, so interesting third quarter. A lot of physical play, a lot of whistles, and we had 5 goals scored, 6 goals scored as well, 3 by each team. A margin still 5 as it was at halftime. 9-4, Wayzata leads Tartan. Back to the fourth quarter from Minnetonka High School after this.
Hey, did you buy something from some gaming site?
What do you mean?
Yeah, look, there's a bunch of different charges on here.
Do you think someone stole our credit card information?
I don't know. That site sounds familiar, though.
Yeah, isn't that the site that Billy's on all the time?
You don't think.
Billy! Stop and think before you connect. Playing online is serious business. Visit dhs.gov/stopthinkconnect for tips on how to be safe online.
Sharing your passion starts with taking that first step. Take Lindsay, for example. Her first step was taking free TV classes at Northwest Community Television. Right away, she received professional training and now has the tools and skills necessary to produce her own show. She's turning dreams into realities right from her own home. And best of all, she's sharing her passion with members of her community and beyond. Share your passion. Visit nwct.org.
Ready for the fourth quarter of play. Wayzata holding a 9-4 lead on Tartan. Titans need a big rally here in the fourth quarter to advance on to the semifinals.
Sam Lindahl. Reeves from Lindahl for the Titans, 3:45.
Let's see if Chris Thomas here continue his streak, John.
Thomas has been outstanding on these face-offs.
Moving left to right, defending the south goal, Tartan right to left, defending north goal.
And this time it's Tartan finally getting possession.
They got numbers here. And they'll decide to settle down. Good hustle there by Oleg.
Hartzell will hold it here for Tartan. Now Jacob Hartzell running toward the net. Fires a shot and missed the net. Past Rammer in the goal. Those are the chances that Tartan's going to have to bury here to be able to make a comeback. Now to Lindahl. hesitating. Backhander shot, that's wide. Possession still for Tartan. Brad Herzog will put it in play. Herzog this season, 30-goal scorer for Tartan. Off for Henderson. And back out high to Tabeka. Shot away, that's blocked off to Henderson with the shot attempt. Possessed briefly by Tabeka, then he lost it. Ball on the ground. Hey, Ohalik really battling for it, trying to pick it up for Wayzata, number 1 there. Ohalik and Riley after it, and Riley finally comes up with it for Tartan. Pass in front, a shot, and a big save by Rambert, able to stop Brad Herzog point blank.
Great dish down to Herzog down there. But like I tell my boys, you got to bring out the putter, not the driver there. It's more about placement than power there.
Pass in front, shot Rambert, another save, that time stopping Henderson. Rambert coming up with a couple of big stops and a miss of the net and another shot by Tartan. So the Titans getting their opportunities early here in the 4th quarter, but unable to take advantage. There's a bad pass and it's out of bounds. It's over to Tartan. Pass in front, and that's blocked by Rambert, able to get another point blank save, this time on Henderson.
A little matchup miscue there for the Trojans. Had one guy open.
Blake Varner for Wayzata. Gave a pass back, but that was broken up by Pagansky, Sam Pagansky. Possession for Wayzata.
Well, we're definitely seeing some life here from the Tartan Titans. A little bit different in that first half here.
Batra tackled by Acker, and that draws a flag. Look at it again, Kyle.
Yeah, right there. You can't come over the top. Once you do, you got to release your hands. Maybe a little frustration there on Acker. You know, but with Batra, he's a big body out there. You got to figure some way to stop him. You know, it comes down to weighing the options of if it's worth taking a penalty or if he's going to, you know, because if he's going to score a goal or what happens in that situation.
No Wayzata, man up here. Nelson took the pass from Solly. Now it's Batra. Nelson just missed on the pass, trying to get it back off. I believe that was Seas, and he missed on the pass, out of play. It's over to Tartan.
Yeah, it's a great look. I mean, that's one of the looks that's going to be open where they're going to be vulnerable in that scene. But that's a pass that's got to be zipped and it's got to be there.
There's Tabeka for Tartan. And to Brad Herzog. Herzog working against Kubinski. Kubinski trying to tie him up there. Herzog fighting through it. Steele with possession. Herzog takes another hit, trying to pass out in front. That's intercepted. It was picked off by Alex Sorensen.
Smart switch there, by the way, is at a D.
Out to midfield. Ohalik in between a couple of defenders. Now a third defender come over for Tartan. Ohalik still had possession, then finally lost it. And it's picked up by Tartan's Dalton Ryther. Tartan player knocked down. That's going to bring a whistle. And possession will be for Wayzata. Here's Redrick. Redrick, little hesitation, comes toward the net. Shadowed by Sam Pagansky. Redrick still with it, gives it up on the pass, sees, fires wide of the net. It's possession for Wayzata. Hansen will put it back into play. Off for Nelson. Nelson saw a lot of traffic in front, tried to pull it back and lost it, and Henderson took it over for Tartan and lost it back. And it's Seas for Wayzata. Dalton Seas fighting off the hits, keeps possession, and releases the pass down to Solly. In front, a shot. Nelson stopped by Brunton, gets it back. Backhand shot goes wide as Nelson takes another hit. Brunton coming up huge on the point-blank shot from Nelson.
Great save. I think he's had two like that here today, John. But that's a situation where you got to change the planes on him or throw a fake and reach around him. All he's going to do is follow the stick there.
Long run for Toll. It's Herzog in front, or Lindahl rather in front, and he fired wide. Look at that. Wayzata opportunity again.
Here he goes high to high. All the goalie's got to do is follow that stick. In that situation, you want to fake high and reach around him off his hip, or put it directly off his off hip.
Wayzata getting possession back. This is going to be against Wayzata, possession for Tartan. Clock winding down though, Kyle. Just 7 minutes to go in this one. Tartan's going to have to hurry if they're going to have a comeback in this fourth quarter at all. Lindahl gave it up on the pass. Now it's Veach who took the pass from Henderson. Ball knocked away, free in front. Trying to pick it up was Henderson for Tartan. Deacon's whacking at it. It's Veach with it. Veach trying to fire. He's battling a Holick now.
Oh, they're going to get a hold here. You know, like you just said there, you know, John, the clock ticking. You know, Tartan's got new life, and they're starting to play well, but their worst enemy is the clock right now.
So Tartan the man up. You see the time remaining here in the fourth quarter. Titans trailed 6-1 at halftime. It was 9-4 after 3, but no scoring yet in the fourth quarter. Down went Hartzell.
We're going to have another penalty here on Wayzata. It'll be on number 4, Blake Varner. 1 minute slashing penalty here on Varner.
31!
See if Tartan can take advantage, but they have not yet here in this quarter.
Well, you got a couple seconds here with you know, the two-man advantage. Throwing a wheel at him here.
Lindahl in front. Veach with a shot and a goal. Robert Veach makes it 9-5 with his 20th goal of the season.
Smart play there by Lindahl. You know, he could have came around. Saw that rotation came when they had that 2-on-1. Number 8, Colin Kaminsky had to slide out and come up under that rotation for Wayzata. He was just a little late, and they made him pay.
Scoring for Tartan number 40, Robert Veach.
With holding there.
Yeah, possession. All important goes to Tartan. Here's Topeka, gave the pass up. Lindahl a shot and a goal. That's 9-6.
Good heads-up play there by Tartan. They're dodging, had the one guy down. There's only one guy there to cover with Lindahl and the crease man coming around. Tartan fans getting a little fired up here, John.
Timeout. Wayzata. Well, Tartan as close as they've been since midway through the second quarter. 9-6 with still over 5 minutes to play.
You know, I think it's really important, you know, Brunton for Tartan. You know, he's probably going to be tested here for at least 1 or 2 more shots. If he can make those 1 or 2 more shots and, you know, make those saves, and Wayzata can Tartan can capitalize, they can make it a game. But, you know, like we said earlier, 5:29 and 3 goals. It's definitely not an easy task in the game of lacrosse, but it is achievable. That's for sure. Just a couple things need to come into play, especially with Brunton making a save or 2, which I'm assuming he will be tested on, and ground balls, and then capitalizing for the Titans of Tartan. The best thing Wayzata can really do right now is just hold the ball, work it around, you know, work for the right shot, don't force anything, you know, and work for the right shot. And you know, if they can capitalize on it, great, but it all comes down to possession. And if they can hold on to the ball here, John, you know, that would be the game plan I would go with if I was coach here.
And saw the Wayzata fans a moment ago trying to encourage their boys on here. Chris Thomas, Jacob Hartzell are all important face-off. Let's see who wins this draw.
That could be a costly error here.
Right over to Tartan. So Hartzell holding. Moves on the left. Knocked down by Sorensen. Sorensen knocks it away. Good play by Sorensen.
That's the matchup you want, too, off that face-off. You want Sorensen on that face-off, man. Gave him some trouble and, you know, ultimately cost Tartan the ball here.
Yeah, it's a long pass ahead. That's broken up and taken back by Tartan, by Logan Riley. Possession back for Tartan with 4:40 to play. Turning, but being bothered as he shot it was Brad Herzog. Wasn't able to get much on that.
Would not be surprised to see some timeouts burned here in the last couple of minutes.
Go, boys! Good pass. Let's go.
Not quite sure what the call was there, John.
Possession still with Wayzata. Wayzata too many players on the field. That's what was just announced. Lindahl with it for Tartan. Comes in front and scores! Sam Lindahl tucks in his 3rd goal, and it's 9-7.
We got a ball game. Smart play by Lindahl there. They see he got him to step out there, had some space underneath, and took a hard step towards the cage upfield and found the seam there.
Tartan has scored 5 straight in this game, and so it was 9-2 with 7:50 to go in the 3rd quarter. Lindahl has scored 3 times and set up another goal by John Reeves, beats the other marker to make this a 9-7 game. Still a lot of time remaining. Got a face-off win. Hartzell after it.
You're going to see a timeout here from Tartan.
And now a clear possession win for Lindahl and the Titans. Tabeka, a shot, another goal.
Great look.
Andrew Henderson,
just a
big
great
goal
look.
scorer this season. He gets on the board for the first time today. His 52nd of the season, and it's 9-8.
A little bit of a mishap here by Wayzata. You'll see the guy come off him on crease. And there he just sitting on the backside wide open. A little bit of a communication there. Wayzata's got to keep up the communication.
Tabeka with the assist on the Henderson goal. 9-8 with 4:03 to go.
We got us a ball game here, John.
Four goals in the last minute, 45 for Tartan.
Jeez.
And another possession for Tartan, and missed on the pass at midfield, trying to gain possession near the sideline. No one's picked up that ground ball yet.
If I'm the coach for Tartan here, as soon as we pick up that ball, that timeout's being called.
Instead, they'll keep play going.
Numbers.
Pass came, oh, it broken up. I don't know if that was Sorensen or Deacons who got a stick in the way. They had a player wide open in front, Henderson, the pass broken up, and a big play by Wayzata, and they get possession back.
Huge play. If that ball goes through, I believe that one's going in the back of the net.
Now Ramert, or Redrick, as Wayzata tries to get settled down here. Things have come unhinged a little bit here for the Trojans in the fourth quarter. Specifically the last 3 minutes.
This is where they really need to be smart. They really need to work as a team. You know, remember everything they've done this year. Work on what the coaches are talking about and hold on to the ball. Obviously, Tartan's hot right now, so they got to keep the ball out of their hands.
Shot away as Redrick got in close, and Brunton makes the stop. Trojans still with possession though. On toward 2.5 minutes to play. The lead down to just one. Side of the net lost and picked up by Tartan. Brunton has it. Releases the pass, and the ball up in the air and scooped up nicely by Ryther. Side of the goal out in front. Here they come, it's Herzog. All the momentum with the Titans with 2 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Sam Lindahl. Kabinski with an eye on him. Lindahl to the side of the net, will turn back behind the goal. Now, if you're Tartan, you don't have to have that, I don't know if panic was the right word, but you can afford to be a little more patient. You're only down 1 goal now.
There's that sense of urgency, but...
right. Here's an opportunity, spinning away from the goal is Riley, and he goes down.
We got a penalty upcoming here on Wayzata.
Look at it again. There, you saw it. Riley then turned and fired, but the flag was already out. Tartan a man up. 90 seconds to play in the fourth quarter.
Looks like they got Varner on a cross check there.
Henderson trying to get the ball away as Wayzata gets a key possession and get the ball back. Lost at midfield. It's back to Tartan. Trying to tie it up. That one's off of a stick. Comes to Henderson. Henderson holding. Whistle.
So we'll have 2 men down here for Wayzata. Looks like Botcha stepped over the line there when he was riding.
Great opportunity for Tartan with 61 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
How about this for a finish to a state game?
No doubt. Andrew Henderson, side of the net, Lindahl. Through the double team, Lindahl holds onto it, passes, shot away, and a big save by Ramert. Gathered back in. Each trying to go low with it. That's blocked by Sorensen. Comes back out to Toll. Toll with it. Beach with a shot, and he fired it wide. Tartan still with possession. Lindahl, 37 seconds to go. Lindahl, the Henderson shot. Rammert comes up big with 30 seconds left. Rammert releasing it out to midfield, and the pass to Varner. Whistle and a timeout taken by Wayzata. So Will Rammert coming up big when he needed to there. Gets the save, Kyle, with about 30 seconds to go. Look at it again.
Great save, high-to-high shot there. You should have probably stepped upfield a little bit. Kind of a shallow angle, but still great save. Huge save.
You see the time remaining, 22 seconds. Great finish in this one. Unexpected, I would say. Wayzata dominated for so long in this game. Even into the fourth quarter, they still had a 5-goal lead for a long time, for over halfway through. And then all of a sudden, Tartan, with 4 goals in under 2 minutes, made this exciting down the stretch.
You know, if you would have told me that this is how this game would have ended at the start of the fourth quarter, I said you're crazy. But that's the beauty of this game. We had at Rogers we had a similar game this year, and that's just how it goes. If you get hot, ride the wave. It's a game of streaks. It's a game of confidence, and this has been a prime example. So it's the beauty of lacrosse.
So if you're Tartan, how do you get it back in 22 seconds, get down to the other end and score? You're in a tough spot right now.
Well, you got your goalie out as well. Obviously, Wayzata's probably not going to try to shoot. You have to double here, but you have to sandwich them. You have to get them. You can't give them an option to go over the top or underneath. You have to draw them into each other and sandwich them and get that ball off. And the other 5 guys on the field, they really have to make sure that they lock off their guys to where he can't get the ball out.
Batra lost it, but it was picked up by Nelson, or by Sally. Sally will skip it toward the net. Brunton picked it up. Got to release it long, trying to get it ahead, and it's picked off by Sorensen. Or throws it out. Kabinski, rather, threw it up in the air, and time will expire. Last big defensive play by Colin Kabinski, able to pick off that long pass by Brunton, and Wayzata survives and advances to the semifinals.
What a finish. What a finish. That's all I can say.
Great effort by Tartan to make a game of this when it didn't look like they would for a long time. It was 6-0 in the second quarter. They got a goal late in the second quarter to make it 6-1 at halftime. Teams traded goals, 3 each in the third quarter. Fourth quarter, all Tartan. Wayzata able to get a big save late from Rammert, and they stave off what would have been an overtime situation and win it by a score of 9-8.
It was a great game by both teams. Hats off to Tartan for coming back and riding that wave. And but again, congratulations to Wayzata and pulling through and on a victory. And best of luck on the next game for the Trojans.
Wayzata will come back on Thursday afternoon at 5 o'clock. They'll play the winner of the next game here today at Minnetonka, either Egan or Lakeville North. Well, Tartan will take on the loser of that in the consolation bracket. That'll do it for our telecast today. For Kyle Ficken and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks for tuning in for Channel 12's coverage of the state lacrosse tournament. Wayzata wins. They're into the semifinals. 9-8 Trojans, the final.